Before we begin, let's take a look at our scenario. The scenario tells us what is going on in the comics. It says, Grandpa is in his room. Many of his things are all over the floor. The kids go into his room.
First, we have Timmy, and Timmy asks a question. That question is, what are you doing, Grandpa?
Okay, so Grandpa says, I'm cleaning out my room. Let's take a look at our first word power word for today, clean out. C-L-E-A-N space, so it's two words, O-U-T, clean out. It's a phrasal verb. To clean out something means to clean every part of the inside of something. For example, Wendy cleaned out all the old clothes in her closet. Wendy cleaned out all the old clothes in her closet.
Next, Jimmy has another question. You know, like as you get older, you get a lot of stuff.
A lot.
It keeps building up and building up. So that's his question. Where did you get all these things?
So Grandpa probably has a lot of things in his room.
Yeah, Grandpa's old, so he's got a lot of stuff. And you never know how much stuff you have until you have to move from one house to another.
That's true.
Then you learn exactly how much stuff you have.
Okay, so Grandpa tells the children, I collected them over the years. Here we see another word power word, collect. C-O-L-L-E-C-T. Collect. The word collect is a verb. Let's find out more about this word. To collect something means to get things of the same type and to keep them as a hobby. For example, my grandpa likes to collect teapots. He has 20 of them. Again, my grandpa likes to collect teapots. He has 20 of them.
All right, so Grandpa, he's got all his stuff all over the room. He's going through it. Now, Paige is there too, and Paige also has a question. Kids have lots of questions.
They do, don't they?
They're always asking questions. Paige says, Grandpa, do you want us to help you? So they want to lend a hand.
Yeah,
Grandpa's got all this stuff. He probably looks like he needs a helping hand, so they're going to try and help him out.
Okay, so Grandpa is so happy that the kids are willing to help him clean out his room. You could get any help that you'd like. Of course you'd get it, right? He says that would be wonderful, okay? So he's really happy about that, and yeah.
Yeah, if something is wonderful, it's great, it's amazing. He's very happy that they're willing to help him out.
Right.
Paige, again, has a question. Just nothing but questions, one after the other. Paige says, Grandpa, are these records? Okay, in this case, records are music, you know, before tapes, before CDs, before 8-tracks. Does anybody remember 8-tracks except me?
I remember.
You remember 8-tracks. We had records. They were made of a material called vinyl, V-Y-N-I-L, and they were just big black discs. And the discs had grooves in them, and you would put it on a record player, and you put a needle down. The needle would read actually the sound within the grooves on the record. So that's what a record was. And of course, old people have records still. And I have records, although I don't think I'm that old, but I like them. So me and Grandpa, we're kind of the same.
You collect records.
I collect them, exactly.
Okay, so Grandpa tells Paige, yes, my friend gave them to me. So yeah, I guess Grandpa collects records, so that's why his friends gave him some records.
So they were a gift for Grandpa. Timmy has, guess what?
Another question?
Another question. What are these, Grandpa? So they've looked at the records, they say, that he tells them what they are, and then he's pointing to something else. What are these?
Okay, so I guess it's something...
Probably something old.
Yeah.
Something different, something we wouldn't normally see because, you know, we just done records, which is music, and today most people would have either CDs or just MP3s.
Or their cell phone
or
too,
just
right?
just their iPod, their MP3 player. People don't really have physical music anymore, so this is probably going to be something else.
Something
like
old,
that.
right?
Something old that people don't really have anymore.
Yeah, so Grandpa tells Jimmy, Oh, these are rolls of film.
Ah, okay. For a camera, of course, everything today is digital. We don't use rolls of film.
No, we don't. Okay, so we've come to our third word, power word for today, roll. R-O-L-L. Roll. It's a noun. Okay, our word, power word, roll. A roll is a piece of paper, camera film, money, or something else similar that has been rolled into the shape of a tube. For example, there are 3 rolls of toilet paper in the bathroom. There are 3 rolls of toilet paper in the bathroom.
Now, we also saw the word film, rolls of film.
Right.
And film is a special material that is used for taking photographs. Before we had digital cameras and, cameras on our smartphones.
Right.
We just had cameras with rolls of film, and the pictures would appear on the film.
And then you'd have to take that film and turn them into
you'd have to take them
right?
to get developed,
right.
that we would say. But we don't do that anymore, really, not so much anymore. Now, Grandpa continues on to say, in the past, you had to put film into cameras to take pictures. That's right. You would take the roll of film, you'd have to load it into the camera, and you had to make sure that light didn't touch the film, or your pictures would be ruined. Like, you go on vacation, you take all these great family photos. Oh, there's mom and dad happy on the beach. Then you open up the camera, oh, gone. The vacation never happened. We don't have no pictures, no memories of the vacation. So it's much more convenient today.
Yeah, to use your cell phone, right? Okay, then Paige says, I remember that. So Paige is old enough to remember the rolls of film.
Yes.
I'm sure you remember them
of
too,
course,
right?
Of course.
I remember them, yeah. She then explains something else about old cameras and how they're different from modern cameras. She says you couldn't see the pictures right away. Isn't that true?
That's right.
With old cameras.
Yeah, with old cameras, you would take the picture, and then it could be weeks or days, like however long it took for you to get the film developed. And you would see later, this picture is blurry. This picture, I shot a picture of my thumb instead of the people, that kind of thing.
And in the next scene, we see that Grandpa's room is all clean. Okay, they're all done with the cleaning. And Jimmy gives Grandpa an envelope.
An envelope, okay. What comes in envelopes? Let's see, thank you cards.
Letters,
money. That's what's here. Jimmy says, I found 2,000 NT dollars inside this envelope. Okay, he found 2,000 bucks in an envelope. Envelope is spelled E-N-V-E-L-O-P-E. Envelope, and that's our last word, power word for today. An envelope is a thin paper cover in which you put and send a letter. For example, we could say, don't forget to put a stamp on the envelope. Don't forget to put a stamp on the envelope.
Okay, so Grandpa says, you kids can keep the money. Isn't he nice?
Very nice.
And then he says, thank you for helping me today. So I guess he's giving the kids a little prize or like a reward,
yes.
For helping him clean up.
Well, that's very nice. 2,000 NT, that's pretty good. They could have 1,000 NT each if they really wanted. Paige says, thank you, Grandpa. Of course, he's being very nice to them. He's giving them some money. What's going to happen with that money? How are they going to divide the money? 2,000 NT.
Divided by 3 people.
Oh, 3 people.
Yeah, Jimmy, Timmy, and Paige.
Okay, so that would be like 666. Something like that. 0.3 NT each. If they can divide it equally, but we're not sure what's going to happen to that money. That brings us to the end of today's conversation. Before we leave you, let's go to our wrap-up.
Okay, so I cleaned out my bag, my backpack.
Okay, finally.
Yeah, I know. And I found some things that I thought maybe I could ask you to identify or to find out what they are, give a name to it, okay?
Okay, so like we're going to review some of the things we learned today. We're going to see how well I learned. Was I paying attention?
Yeah,
maybe.
Do you guys think he was?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to take out is this.
Those are envelopes.
Oh,
envelopes.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Why do you think they're envelopes?
Because I get my paychecks in those.
So okay.
It's very important. I need to know what those are.
Envelopes. Okay.
Envelopes.
Here,
Thank you.
Take a hold
oh,
of that.
Sweet. Envelopes.
Yeah.
Free
okay.
envelopes.
I'm gonna give you another one.
Okay.
This one might be harder.
Okay, let's do this. That's a roll. That's a roll of toilet paper.
Okay.
We were doing roll of film, but see that right there? That's a roll. Remember, it's round. It's in a tube shape. Yes. Do I get to keep that too?
Yeah. Do you need it?
Yes, I do. For later. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and here's another one. This one is a little bit different because we learned roll of film, right?
Yes.
So they were supposed to be in a roll like that.
But smaller.
In a tube, yeah. But this one is like the new
okay, that's
type of
but that's
film
still
that we
film.
use.
That's something
Yeah.
we can put pictures on.
Yeah, we
Alright,
call
cool.
these Polaroids, right?
Polaroids.
Or Instax or
Yes.
Fujifilm. Yeah, so.
So that's film for those of you who've only grown up with digital cameras, envelopes, and roll. Those are
Roll
different
toilet
things
paper.
we've learned today. We're going to learn more on the next program. Please join us for the next installment of A+ English. Until then, I'm Joe.
And I'm Angeline.
Goodbye.
Bye.